Okay, hi there guys, I'm Ville and today we're going to talk about the Wii U's pricing problems in regards to both new and used games. Like you would think that the Wii U has enough problems already, but no, it has more problems in regard to game prices. Like the new games are usually, if you have multi-platform games, then they are usually the most expensive ones, or at least tied with the most expensive ones that you have. And then with the used games, you really don't have used games. And that's a problem. Although if you have used games out there somewhere, they are still expensive as hell. So it's like the problems never end. I would have to say that this is the worst home console that I have had. I have had the 8-bit Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, N64, GameCube, Wii, Xbox 360, and now the Wii U. And every other console I have been fine with. I don't have any complaints about the consoles. Okay, surely they had their own problems, but nothing like this. The Wii U is just the worst console that I have ever bought or had. Which is sad because it's still a good console. Like the tablet is fine, the Miiverse is fine, and whatever. It has the best setup for virtual console games, like from any console I have had, with all the save points and whatever. But the games are just not there. Third-party support is not there, and then the game prices are just ridiculous. Like you can see here in the background, about here are all of my Wii U games. 3 games. One came with launch, Nintendo Land, so I have actually bought 2 games for the system. I have had the system for over a year now, and I have only bought Monster Hunter when I bought the system, and then Assassin's Creed 3 when I saw it like in sale, on sale, in sale, whatever, on sale. Yeah. So 2 games, only 2 games. And that's a problem. Because currently I don't have that much money, so I don't want to buy like full retail games. But what can you do? Because the used games are not there. And that's a serious problem because the multi-platform titles already have problems. You have games like Arkham Origins, you have games like Assassin's Creed 4, Call of Duty, whatever. And every time these games were launched, I heard about problems. That they are either launching after the other console versions, or, well, the price was always, it was as expensive as the others or even more expensive, or they had like a lack of features there. There was no multiplayer like in the Batman game, or no DLC is coming, although I think that in Assassin's Creed the DLC actually is coming or came. I don't know what point it is at now. But anyway, the Wii U version was always the worst version because something was missing, the price was the highest, it was launching after the other versions, whatever. Always there were problems there. And you know what? The problems just continue. Because now if you go, you look for Batman Arkham Origins, for example, you want to buy it used, you go to a game store website, you see the PS3 version for some reason is always the cheapest one there. Then you have the Xbox 360 version, that is something like maybe 27 euros. And then you have the Wii U version, which is still at 40 euros. So the price hasn't really come down that much. So what are you going to do? It's the worst version of the game. yet it's still the most expensive version out there, which means that people are not gonna buy it. So, I mean, that's like a vicious cycle. It never ends. You have a game that has multiple versions out there, and you're thinking, okay, well this doesn't have all the features, so why should I be buying this game? And then even after like months after the launch, it's still the freaking most expensive game out there. What the hell? And then if you try to find used games, they don't exist. Or if they do, you have like one game out there, because like there are so few people who have the Wii U console. So obviously there are not going to be so many games floating around. And if you have these multi-platform titles, then of course people are buying the best, the cheapest versions. So the Wii U versions don't exist. But if there is one there, then it's still gonna be expensive. So it makes like no sense. So this is like my word of warning to you that the used game market, at least in here, in Finland, it doesn't really exist for the Wii U games. Like for the Wii, I bought tons of games used, and for the Xbox 360, like you can see here on the shelf, you have Wii games, and then you have Xbox 360 games. I bought so many games, and so many good games, so many outstanding games from GameStop usually, that were used games. Something like 10 euros. 20 euros max. And yeah, you had a lot of library of games which to buy used, but with the Wii U it just doesn't happen. So I think this is really problematic for the console, because I mean the economic times already are bad right now, and then if you have people like me that who don't have so much money right now, then I sure as hell am not gonna buy full retail games, or I'm only gonna buy like certain big titles, but no. I try to avoid buying these games because I don't wanna like waste 50 or 60 euros on a game. No, because like I said, I can get used games like Xbox games, or then I can buy Steam games. Those are usually cheap. Or I can buy virtual console games for the 3DS. Those cost like 3 euros, 4 euros, 5 euros, something like that. So these cheaper games. But no, and also one of Nintendo's pricing problems always has been that the price of the Mario games is never going down. Like these certain games that Nintendo has, Pokemon, Mario, whatever, the prices don't go down. So what you have here, you have the console which doesn't have third-party support, that doesn't have good online structure, doesn't have a variety of games, like you don't have the support, but you don't have the used games there. So, and the multi-platform titles are gimped, they are missing features, they're launching after the other titles, and at some point you're not gonna even have the multi-platform titles because they're gonna be on PS4 and Xbox One, and the Wii U just can't go there. So, and yet these games still are the most expensive ones. Even if the games are like missing features, then it's still the most expensive version out there. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. So, what can I say? I have been a Nintendo fan since I was little, but I have to say, in the name of honesty, that this is the worst console that I have ever had. That's just how it is. It's pretty sad, because obviously there can be good games on this console, and I don't doubt that there are other good games on this console, but the pricing is just like, no. I'm not gonna buy every freaking game at full price, full retail price, but I also can't buy them because they don't exist as used versions. Because so few people have these consoles, so the games just are not there. So yeah, that's my experience with this whole Wii U thing. Like Mario Kart 8 is coming now, like at the end of this month, and I'm not sure. I might buy it because, well, it's Mario Kart and it has online play, which is a good thing. But yeah, I probably will buy it, I think. But then again, I don't know at what time the Smash Brothers for the 3DS is actually coming out. Because we're gonna have the E3 conference in June, I think. So, and the Smash Brothers launch is somewhere in the summer, which means it's probably in August. Might even be September, depending on which definition they use of summer. But yeah. But the thing is that there was this report of Nintendo, and it said that for the Wii U they're using these two key titles, which is Mario Kart 8 and Smash Brothers, which is launching. The Wii U version is launching in December, after like the 3DS version launches in summer. So how many people are really gonna buy the Wii U version? And like, just look at the time span here. You have Mario Kart now, and then like after 6 months you have Smash Brothers. So what is gonna come in between? So it's just like, what can you do? This game is just a Nintendo or this console is just a Nintendo console. It's mostly Nintendo games coming out, and they're just coming out here and there, and the prices are high and you can't buy them used. I don't know, the situation might be different in other parts of the world, but at least in Finland it's just like, no, it's not a good situation if you want to buy cheaper games. Because with both the Wii and the Xbox 360, I had no trouble finding games used, but here no chance. So yeah. So if you're thinking about buying a Wii U, then do consider the fact that there might not be a chance to buy these games used. So you would only have to buy them at full retail price, or maybe a bit lower than that, but it doesn't exist, at least here. It doesn't exist, these used games. So for me personally that sucks, because I don't wanna put full money on these games. So, but that's how it is, and that's like you see in the library. That's how it is. These are my Wii U games, and that's how it's gonna stay. Probably buying Mario Kart, maybe Smash Brothers when it comes out, but that's it. That's the library. I'm gonna doing my gaming like elsewhere. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how Nintendo have messed this up so badly, but they have. And like this used game situation is just like, it's something that takes a life of its own. That when you don't have many consoles out there, then you don't have many games out there, which means you don't even have the used games out there, which is also gonna put people off from buying games and using the console. So it's just like, you kind of get what you ask for. So this is what it is. So I don't really know what the future for this Wii U machine is, but it's not looking very good. It's not looking very good because it just can't compete with the PS4 and Xbox One. And it's only Nintendo putting out the games, but even the Virtual Console is suffering. So yeah, it's a mess. It's a freaking mess. But that's what it is. So yeah. So these were my thoughts on this Wii U situation. The pricing situation is just abysmal, but yeah. So if you have any questions or comments or whatever, then leave them below. And this has been my opinion on the Wii U. The Wii U is doomed! Oh my god! Yeah, pretty much that. So, yeah, see you guys later. Bye! Bye, 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 bye.